Well, this is where we're going to put one of our meat lambs. This will keep him busy for quite some time. We need to fatten him up. We found that he wasn't as fat as we'd like, and so we're going to delay the butchering to fatten him up on this nice grass here behind the house. Don't really want to grain finish him. We'd prefer to grass finish him, and well, look at all this. You'll love this. And there's a shelter under the evergreens. So here's our extra sheep area. We're just finishing off the fencing. And this is how to make a good cheap sheep shelter using a canopy. Good and sturdy, good roof. We're just finishing it up. So here's our completed extra sheep paddock. With the occupant. So he's got lots of nice grazing. And there's his shelter. So this ought to keep him busy for quite some time. And it also gives us, after this guy goes in the freezer, it'll give us an extra place to put some of our other sheep and lambs. Now, we put the fencing up, not really permanent. It's just in with T-posts, and we just fastened it with lighter gauge wire. Or these were kind of roll ends that we had left over. So. And we didn't want to cut the roll ends, thus that's why there's part of the roll end just rolled up that we didn't need to use. And this front is pretty temporary because we're going to be doing some landscape work here behind the house here. So this section here will be the first part to be pulled out and removed so that we can get a machine in here. But yeah, so it isn't totally pretty, but really practical. Does a job. And he's got all his bucket and his eats. And a bit of a tip for those that keep sheep. It's a good idea to have to pour some baking soda into the feeder so they have access to that. And if they get a bellyache or the starts of like bloating and such, they'll just if they don't feel quite right, they'll go straight to the baking soda, and they'll basically self-medicate. And well, that can be the difference between a sheep that's very, very, very ill and one that's basically made itself better. So yeah, that's a really handy tip. And another thing for sheep, especially the boys, they're really hard on buckets because they like to ram anything and everything. So we just go with like a rubber bucket. I'm not sure if I'm getting that, and there we go. It's hard to see the screen right now because the sun is just a-shining this morning. But yeah, so baking soda left in the bottom of the feeder, available at all times, is a good idea. Also, mineral blocks. Make sure the mineral blocks that you have are undercover, because if they get wet, they'll just disappear. And also, make sure that you get mineral that is for sheep, because goats and sheep do not use the same minerals. Sheep are very sensitive to copper and can get pretty sick, if not die. So make sure that your mineral block says right on it that it is for sheep. Okay, well, thanks for watching. And yeah, the next time you see that Craigslist or at the side of the road free canopy, grab it, because it makes a really sturdy, weatherproof winter snow load. It can take it all. And then you've got a good roof and a good shelter. And as you can see, we don't have any plywood on this this shelter, and right now it's at the height of the heat, so we don't really, if anything, it's nice for them to have fresh air blowing through. If we were going to have like young lambs or what have you in here, we would make sure there's plywood so it doesn't blow straight through any winds or what have you. So, but yeah, it's a few handy ideas there. We like to share ideas that we come up with, and maybe other people have done this already, but we like to let our viewers know some of the ideas that we've come up with and that we're using, and and these are just pallets. We didn't actually need to do any alterations. Just put there was a few more gaps in those pallets, so we just added some 1x4s to where the gaps were, and Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a great day. And if you haven't already, why not subscribe, and then you can check out, when we get the next videos. And we have quite a good selection of videos already there at our channel. And if you want to be notified as well, good idea to click on the bell on the next to the subscribe button down below this video, and then that way you'll get notifications come straight to your Google Plus and your YouTube as well. Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye.